my studio in Omaha's Old Market. The building I'm in is 100 plus years old, and it's right across the street from the Coneco. The Coneco's on the other side of the building, and these windows are on the alley. It's a northern exposure. The light's okay. And today I want to show you some of the discs I'm bringing with me to install at Mona. And two of the discs are right in front of me. One is made into a pod, and actually I have two here, two pods, and then another disc that is going to be suspended from the ceiling, and it is going to be more of a tube shape ultimately. But I'd also like to show you some old work that I keep in my studio because it gives me a lot of information. This is one of my old pieces that I keep in my studio because it keeps talking to me, giving me information. It's actually the first disc I cut, 36-inch diameter, but it looks radically different from the newer discs that I'm bringing to Mona because gravity and humidity have stretched this out, and on dry winter days like today, it's quite insistent on exactly how much stretch it can have. It almost feels like porcelain on a very dry day, but then once the humidity comes with the summertime, it has a totally different feel. But it has demonstrated to me the limits of my Tyvek on paper and the way I cut this. It's a very tedious way of cutting paper that delighted the Victorians in the 19th century. So this has been in several different areas of my studio, hung upside down, swagged in my studio, and I've appreciated every minute of it. We're at the back of my studio now, where I keep a lot of my reference books and some of my supplies, and some pieces that I've made, some pieces that I've collected, some pieces that are gifts that delight me. I don't spend much time being delighted by them when I'm working in my studio, but sometimes it's good to come back here and say, oh yeah, that is so nice. But another piece, an older piece that I keep up on the wall is this one piece that is part of a series based on the zebra mussel infestation in the Great Lakes. Zebra mussels are an alien species that are radically changing the ecosystem of the Great Lakes. And it's cut completely different from the discs that you just saw. And there's 4 layers of cutting and folding, and the relief part of this is actually tied on to the paper. I'm very excited to transport components to Mona. About 80 components will be suspended from the gallery ceiling, and in order to transport them, they all fit in my car, and I'm just going to drive them to Kearney. And here's how they fit. I have a series of these portfolios made out of foam core. This is a large portfolio because it has large discs in it. And the discs, even though they will suspend and become 3D, they actually pack flat. It was absolute chance an absolute luck that, that I have this situation. So I'm going to pack this newish disc that I just cut. And I paid careful attention to the edges because even though the discs are being held in place, there can still be movement. And there goes the protective glassine covering, and we'll close up this portfolio and use many of these to secure the edges, and we're off.